the Chicago Bulls. At center, Cody Zeller. At shooting guard, Alex Caruso. At power forward, DeMar DeRozan. At the other guard position, Lonzo Ball. At the other forward position, Zach LaVine. The head coach of the visiting team is Billy Donovan.
The point, 6'1", number 17, Dennis Schroeder. At the power forward, at 7'3", number 11, in the middle, 7'4", number 1, Victor, number 1. At forward, 6'9", wearing number 43, Pascal Siakam. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'8", number 4, Scott Boyd.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, you may ask why Scotty Barnes is so competitive. He says it started while I was young. I had two brothers, and we always wanted to be better than each other. We just competed. As a kid, I just wanted to beat other people, no matter what it was. Kevin, whether it was foot races or basketball, he's still getting after it. Back to you.
He has. Not much has changed, has it, DA? Thank you. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Alex Caruso out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Zeller, then it's Zach LaVine, and it's DeRozan in at the power forward position. And for Toronto, you know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
The Raptors off the tip. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And then for Chicago, Patrick Williams, he's checked in for DeRozan. Patrick Beverley comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's done in for Ball. Now here is Hachimura. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Carter. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Ball violation. It'll be a jump ball.
Here's Dunn. It's Beverly on the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
Here's a look at some stats for Dunn. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 7 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Raptors trail by 7. Here's Carter going inside. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Defensive foul.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
One shot.
That's good from Carter. The Bulls leading by 4. Levine sets the screen for Dunn. From 13, the shot comes out, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way. The pass to Horton Tucker. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Bulls. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Bulls, guys, what do you think?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
It's Boucher out there with Williams. Then there's Carter. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Horton Tucker. Dunn covering. Horton Tucker, that's good.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
To the paint, here's Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Assist goes
How
to
about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Carter outside. Nifty move. Here's Boucher. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Boucher's got his first points of the game.
Well, that's about the mobility of Chris Boucher and the feel of the spot to roll to on the floor. Nicely done.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Now Beverly, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That shot wide open. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow. Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
And there's the whistle that goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Carter, the kick out to Williams. That one a little long. Oh, you're right. This fan base here in Toronto is terrific and certainly gets excited to cheer on their Raptors. They love them.
They do, and their theme is, quote, "We the North." You can truly tell how much these fans love the Raptors. Remember the scene in Jurassic Park outside the stadium, that special area when the finals were going on in 2019. It was pure pandemonium.
Bulls leading by 7. Here's Dunn. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Listen, there are few guards in this league who can overpower defenders, but Dunn.
Changes for Chicago. Cody Zeller's checked in for Williams. Zach LaVine comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lonzo Ball. Dunn with it. Carter on him. Lays it up off the glass. Dunn's got 4 this quarter.
Dunn is always looking to attack. When he has room to run, boy, you better look out.
No one near Boucher as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. DeRozan scanning the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Williams. Hachimura finds Carter. Here's Horton Tucker. And he drives in. There's the killer two-handed slam.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's impressive how well they've protected the ball. No messy dribbling. They've kept it on the string, fellas, and that's.
And later on, some more NBA action to look forward to. Here are the games coming up. For the Knicks, that'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Carter, he's checked in for Toronto. Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. Ball comes in for Alex Caruso. Raptors trail by 18. Ballman here now for an injury report. We've got a chance now to check up on Obi Toppin's status. Dave, what'd you find out?
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer for the Raptors let me know the status. He told me that he separated his shoulder, and he is really in a lot of pain now. He won't play any further tonight, obviously, and will be out for quite a while. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
So for Chicago right now, we've got Williams, DeRozan out there with Levine. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Wall in at the point. Williams has a screen for DeRozan. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Raptors. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
From the wing, DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, this is the point where you say, uh-oh, DeMar DeRozan is going to start to get rolling. This guy can impose his will.
Carter kicks to Barnes. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Levine. From 13, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
That free throw, no good.
I think what you have to appreciate about Zach LaVine is he is becoming such a well-rounded player, willing to share the basketball, willing to hit the boards, and certainly willing to become a more efficient shooter.
Dunn, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. Here's Horton Tucker. Covered by Wall. A nice shot by Carter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Bulls leading by 15. Williams, a screen on Williams. Here's DeRozan. And a little luck that time, but it drops. DeRozan's got 22 points.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Carter against Dunn. Carter, the pass to Williams. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Stolen by Levine. Down low. Dunn. And it's sent back by Carter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Now Dunn. 6 points for him. Inside and stolen by Williams. Carter outside. Boucher kicks to Carter. Pass to Williams. It's stolen by DeRozan. Over Williams. DeRozan gets the bucket. 24 points for him. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Bulls.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Done outside. Outside, Levine. A 3-ball. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Third is Dennis Schroeder.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Passes it to Carter. Boucher with a screen on Wall. Carter, the pass to Boucher.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Wall looking it over. Outside DeRozan. Boucher against Dunn. And it's Wall in the corner. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for DeRozan. Coming off a terrific season, 14th in field goal percentage, and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And as you said, one of the more efficient scorers in the league last season. He showed great shot selection, terrific efficiency, and more often than not, he got it in there.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Wall. There's the drive. Makes it off the glass. Wall's got 8 points.
It may be impossible to stay in front of John Wall.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Boucher with a screen on Wall. Carter the pass to Horton Tucker. Overdone. And that one hits back iron.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And it's Wall in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Here's Carter. Here's Horton Tucker. The kick out to Williams. Carter looking around. Shot clock at 6.
Yeah, easy call.
Patrick Williams. That's his second personal foul.
Raptors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
At the line for your Raptors. Carter! At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Carter hits them both. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls.
Watch him.
6 to shoot. That shot off. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Chicago. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become Carter. He's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. The Bulls also changing it up. Levine's checked in for Cody Zeller. Wall comes in for Williams. And it's John Wall in for Patrick Beverly. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And for Chicago, we've got Wall. Alex Caruso out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Ball in at the 3 spot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his third.
And we've seen not only some new trophies in Boost, but Craig, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Chicago making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Ball. And it's DeRozan in for Dunn. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with his speed and ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness.
Outside Carter. The offensive rebound. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
DeRozan, that's good.
Well, we know this about DeMar DeRozan. The mid-range has always been a special part of his game, and boy, you do not want to let him start to cook from there.
Carter drives in. Stolen away. Caruso against Barnes. Pass to Levine. Here's Wall. That shot off the mark. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Levine finds Caruso. Like we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. Is always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Captain.
Chicago making some changes. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for DeRozan. Ball comes in for Zach LaVine, and Chris Dunn subbed in for Zeller. Bulls leading by 22. Beverley, the pass to Dunn. Over to the left wing. Here's Wall. Toronto grabs the miss. Carter with the three. Caruso grabs the miss. Caruso's got 7 rebounds in the game. Dunn kicks to Beverley.
2 minutes remaining.
Beverley with a screen on Barnes. Here's Wall. Pocket 6. And there's the pass to Ball. And again, no good by Chicago.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
To end the cold streak, and the layup is up and in.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Wall passes to Beverley. Beverley sets the screen for Ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal.
You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Cody Zeller's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Williams in for John Wall. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing 2 bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Man, here's Boucher, and the dunk by Boucher.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeMar DeRozan.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Drops in the layup for 2. And the Bulls lead by 20.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
14 foul. At the line for Toronto. taking 2 shots.
First one falls for. Carter hits them both. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here is done. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
Just we focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stopped, so we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. As we present our New Balance Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.